What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Hardworking Happy Hour. My name is Sean.
And I'm Catherine. And as always, we'll be breaking down all things trades, entrepreneurship, and turning your creativity into a passion career.
It's been a while.
We're back in our home
Base. And
Just
it feels so good.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because we did 2 episodes with a guest.
Yep.
But they were recorded on the same day. So it's been like 3 weeks since we have recorded a podcast in our normal home base, in our normal squirrely style. So I'm looking forward to this. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about since it's been a while.
I know. We have a lot to catch up on.
Oh, my God. So much stuff going on.
Yeah. Have you been?
Been pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, how about you?
Pretty good.
Have you, by any chance, over the last couple weeks, maybe started any type of revolutionary, life-changing type of challenge or anything like that? Maybe
Nothing comes to mind, honestly.
Oh, really?
Just kidding. I started 75 hard.
Whoa, that's so cool.
I know, I'm so cool.
Yeah.
I can't stop talking about it.
I know. You've just been. I guess what is the challenge exactly? It's just to talk about it as much as you possibly can.
That's part of it. You have to bring it up as often as you can.
75 times a day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, you're definitely hitting that mark so well. Good job on that.
Thank you.
So 75 hard.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna jump right into it.
Yeah. What, the episode? Talking about stuff?
Maybe give like a little brief synopsis of what we're gonna talk about.
Oh, yeah. You want me to do that?
Give a little overview for the people.
All right, so it's been a while. It's been a little while. Catherine is on a life-changing journey of 75 hard. We're going to dive into that, see what that's all about. I'm excited. We got a new shop. And that's
cool.
Also going to mean a new, fully built out, state-of-the-art, revolutionary podcast studio.
It's going to be sweet. I can't wait.
It's going to be freaking amazing.
Right now, a little dusty.
So dusty. Insanely dusty.
It is like the peak warehouse look.
Yeah.
Bit dusty, bit crusty. A lot of work and hard labor are going to have to go into it to make it what we want it, but it's going to be
anybody for that?
Cool. I think I know a team of pretty qualified people to do
Really?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Ant's pretty good at that stuff. No, I'm just kidding.
He actually explicitly said he wasn't going to help us, so
yeah.
I think it's just me and you.
Yeah, it might be. That's okay. I think we're qualified.
Yeah, we're going to get it done.
Yeah.
It's going to be great, and I'm so excited.
Oh, wait. This is just the synopsis part.
Sorry.
Let's not dive into it too much.
Right,
okay,
we'll
new
back.
shop.
Sorry.
Put that on the bullet list. And then, since I just said bullet, you know what it reminded me of?
What?
That my new nickname.
Oh,
People started calling me the Silver Bullet because of my gray hair instead of Silver Fox.
It's caught on like wildfire. Everyone's calling you the Silver Bullet.
I know, it's crazy. Actually, I just came up with it yesterday. I thought it was so cool. So as soon as I left work, I texted Aunt, "Hey, by the way, I want to be referred to as the Silver Bullet from now on." So I think he's into it.
Did he say it today?
He didn't know, but he's going to, I think. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked already. Wow. Wow. Really on brand for us. Okay. Also, I just read one of the best books I've ever read, so I'm excited to talk about that.
Ooh, okay.
It's called Shoe Dog.
Little doggy shoes?
No.
Oh.
And it's also not like shoe dog. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
A shoe dog is somebody that gives their whole life to shoes.
Like a collector?
No, not that. Like it's their passion. Footwear. A cobbler.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know there are so many people that would qualify under that.
Oh, there's a lot.
A name for it. Okay.
Well, you figure you got how many billion people on the earth? Like 8 billion?
Okay.
That's roughly 16 billion feet.
Yeah.
Most of those people have shoes. Most people have many pairs of shoes. Somebody's got to get jacked up about shoes, right?
Oh, yeah.
Making them and stuff. So it's a book by Phil Knight, who is the co-founder of Nike. And it was so interesting. It was super interesting. So we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
And then the main attraction this week is going to be, today was the last day on a big job, one of the biggest jobs that we've ever done. And everything went so smooth.
Yeah.
everything went so smooth. And a lot of times we talk about all the things that are going wrong and how we're going to fix them. I think it worked because I think we fixed a lot of them.
I would say so.
So we're going to go over that as well.
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to add?
I think that's it. I think that's going to be a full episode. Just those things.
Yeah. I feel like you're just going to like seriously talk about 75 hard the whole time, and it's going to be hard to really get anything else in.
I'm going to pop it in as often as I can. That's for sure.
Great. Really looking forward to that. Okay, well, let's get into it.
Okay.
What are we drinking today?
I'm drinking a water.
Because you're doing 75 hard.
And you're not drinking anything.
I'm not drinking anything because I wanted, out of solidarity, not drink.
Okay.
I was actually just running a little bit late. So, all right. Didn't get anything. I think,
so 75 hard is like however many weeks that is.
75? It's like 10 and a half weeks.
Yeah.
7 days in a week.
For the next however many weeks, I want to do and we'll be in our new podcast studio.
We'll be in our new podcast studio.
So we'll have much more we'll have all our stuff there. What we're going to do, we mix you up a regular cocktail and I'm going to do a mocktail version. So
that sounds great.
Yeah, it'll be.
And we're going to have a fully stocked bar. Oh, it's going to be so great.
So we can go back to our roots of actually making real drinks.
Remember we did that for 3 episodes? That was going to be kind of like an integral part of the thing that we do, but then that quickly went by the wayside.
Yeah.
Logistically, it was tough.
It was tough, and it was always buying like
a huge handle of vodka and then drinking not that much of it.
Yeah.
And then it was like, well, we got to buy a bunch of other stuff.
Yep.
So that whole situation, but it's going to be good in the new studio.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Wait, you're jumping portions. We can't talk about the studio.
Oh, we got to go in order. All right, we're talking about 75 hard. 75 hard. It is a life-changing thing that you post on your Instagram.
Every day.
Every day. So I don't know that much about it. Why don't you enlighten me?
Okay, 75 hard. It is. Honestly, when I first heard about it, I was like, this is ridiculous. I don't want to do it. But the more I thought about it and how I could put it into my day, I thought it would be really helpful. So anyway, the things you have to do. You have to work out twice a day for 45 minutes, and one of them has to be outside.
Wow.
You have to drink a gallon of water. You have to take a progress picture every day. You have to read 10 pages of a book. You have to pick a diet and stick to it. It can be any diet. And no alcohol and no cheat meals. I think that's it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So it is. It isn't.
Okay. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Okay. Tell me, elaborate, please.
So I feel like I'm going to struggle on the weekends when I have no structure to my day. But by the time 6:30 or 7 comes around, I'm done on my things for the day.
Right.
So I wake up at 4:45, which I was doing anyway.
Right.
I get up, I do my 45-minute workout, I read my 10 pages, I take my progress picture.
Right.
I plan out my water consumption during the day. I put it in different water bottles so I can keep track of it.
Nice.
Come home, I do my last workout. I'm done.
Yeah.
And I don't cheat on my diet. For my diet, I picked no added sugars. I can have fruit sugars, but I can't have artificial added sugars.
Huh.
No shugs. And no junk food, but
I feel like junk food, there's no junk food that doesn't have added sugars.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole point of junk food. So
exactly.
It's kind of under that same umbrella.
Yeah.
So how long's it been? Has it been a week yet?
Today is my 6th day.
Wow.
So
you're
I'm basically
almost 10%
an expert
there. How are you liking it so far?
I really love it. I actually really, really have been enjoying it. And I'm sleeping so good. My energy level is off the charts. I'm
up or down?
Up.
Okay, that's good.
Off the charts, up.
Great.
I feel great, and one of the workouts can be a walk. The workouts can be anything. It can be yoga, a walk. It can be heavy weightlifting. It can be whatever you want, as long as your intention is to do something to get better.
Okay.
So what I've been doing most nights, I either go for a jog walk combo situation or just go for a walk.
Okay.
Which was already my goal for February, was to walk outside every day.
Right.
So it fit right in.
Love that.
And that has been I feel like I'm popping antidepressants or something, because
you're also doing
helps.
Yeah.
I'm not doing drugs, but it feels that way because the just going outside for a walk every day really helps my mental health for some reason.
Wow. Are you wearing shoes?
So I have been in an amazing mood. What?
Are you wearing shoes?
I am wearing currently or during the walks.
I see you wearing shoes now.
Yes.
During the walks.
Also during the walks, I do wear shoes.
Okay. It can be very, very grounding.
Yeah, that's
touch with the earth.
Yes, but it's
something
also
to think about. It's a little cold though.
A bit chilly. And I'm walking like on asphalt usually.
Yeah.
So.
In the street?
In the street, yeah.
In the street?
Usually on the street, yeah. Well, I walk, it's dark when I walk. And then if I'm on the sidewalk, it's like everything's like, you're like walking near bushes and stuff.
Scary. You could get hit by a car. Do you have lights?
I see cars coming.
Do you have lights on?
No.
No. Reflective?
No. I carry a knife.
Okay. All right.
And so I carry...
if a car tries to hit you,
I can pop their tires, yeah.
Perfect. That makes a lot of sense. What else?
I also have a little flashlight with me.
And the pepper spray, right?
And the pepper spray, yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
Don't come after Catherine when she's walking, because you will get pepper
attacked.
sprayed, stabbed, and then humiliated with flashlight in your eyes. So don't try it.
Yeah. I'm strapped up. But even like the other night, I had a ton of stuff to do. I still had to go for a walk. I needed to cook dinner, and I needed to get some stuff from the grocery store. I walked my butt to the grocery store and back.
What?
And that was...
Where? What?
Lidl. Lidl.
Oh my God. You walked there?
I walked there, yeah.
Did you walk back?
I walked back.
With all the groceries in your hand?
It was just, it wasn't like a full load of groceries. I had like one bag of groceries, and then I walked back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good job.
And I love it. I seriously, like, if I were listening to myself say all these things before, I would have been like, that's ridiculous. But I really, like, now that I'm actually doing all these things, I feel like it really helps. I will say, the downside, though, my God, a gallon of water is so much water.
So much water?
And it made my stomach hurt so bad from having to consume that much liquid.
Yeah.
And then peeing, just constantly all day.
Yeah.
It's like falling out of me. I have to pee 1,000 times a day.
Still?
I'm getting better now, but still, like, pretty frequently.
Huh.
Which
interesting.
Adds a little element of
surprise.
Of anxiety when you're, like, on a 45-minute walk and you're like...
Gotta pee!
Where am I gonna pee? I have to pee. So, something to think about if you're trying to plan this into your day. Bathroom breaks.
I feel like me drinking a gallon of water, that would probably be good for me. I have not been drinking a lot of water at all.
I think that you should
maybe I'll try the water part.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty happy with my physical challenge. Mm-hmm. I'm not physically challenged. My physical challenge that I've set up for myself.
Right.
Running.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate that so much for the support. Mm-hmm. It's not 75 hard, but
no,
it's...
you're doing, you set your goal.
It's a cute little goal.
Oh, you're cute little goal.
Yeah, a little running.
No, I'm just kidding. It is really good that you're doing that.
I also signed up for an ultra marathon.
Yeah, that's great.
So, forget regular marathon.
Went straight to ultra.
Ultra. I mean, it's kind of TBD. It's just an 8-hour loop.
Yeah.
You just run for 8 hours to see how far you can get.
And how far is this loop?
It's like 3.8 miles.
Okay.
Or something like that. Maybe,
okay.
I don't know. Something. It's around Cooper River.
I was kind of envisioning it as like a, like when in
high
school. Yeah, in high school when you run around a track, I was like, that would be like a good way to make somebody go insane.
Definitely. Definitely. No, this is you run around Cooper River, and my friend Tom did it this past December, and he got 30 miles.
That's incredible.
And like the longest he had ever run before that was like 10.
Wow.
Before that day.
Wow.
So it's mostly a mental challenge.
Yeah.
But I love distance running. I've always enjoyed it since high school, and longest I've ever ran was about 18 miles.
Wow.
But that was a while ago. We're talking, that was 2008.
Okay.
God, that's 15 years ago. Oh my God. Wow. All right, well, I'm going to be training a lot. So this month, my goal is 55 miles. So also, doing a little weightlifting.
Yeah.
Doing a little weightlifting. Just trying to stay consistent. So
love that.
I don't need 75 hard. I'm just staying consistent and just trying to stick to my goals here.
Yeah.
All right.
I like 75 hard just because, it's just 75 days. I can take 75 days out of my life to try something. And I think when I like it so far. And I think that there are going to be times when it's really difficult to fit it into your day.
Yeah.
But I think when I'm done, I'm going to have this like sense of accomplishment that I finished something, and then I'll be done. So
have you had any days yet where like your mind's kind of creeping in like, this is stupid. Why am I even doing this? This is so dumb. Like, just stop. This is pointless.
No.
You're going to have that self-talk. You got to beat it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's definitely going to, there's going to be highs and lows for sure.
Okay.
And today was my first day that was like really difficult, like scheduling. Like I have so much to pack into today that I haven't worked out yet.
At all?
No. I haven't done my workout yet, and it's 4:00. So I'm going to have to, after this, I have an art class, but I think I'm going to have to skip it, get a workout out. And another thing about 75 Hard, the 2 workouts can't be consecutive. Like, you can't, like, put it together and work out for an hour and a half. Like, you have to work out and then go do something else and then go do your other workout. So I'm going to have to...
How long... Is there, like, a time in between that you have to... Or it just has to be separate?
I think it just has to be, like, you mindfully stop working out, do something else, and then go do something. Then go back to it.
You want to just, like, run in place while we're doing this? That's... Oh, man.
But, yeah, this is the first... I had so much to do this morning. I woke up... I woke up at 4:45. I did, like, sit and have my coffee and read my pages, so I knocked that out. But then I had a ton of paperwork that I had to do, and then I had to do some work, and then I had a friend's grandmother's funeral to go to, and then there was a luncheon afterwards, and then I had to come here, and now after this I have art class. So it's just like, where does it fit in?
Yeah.
But that's the thing, you gotta make it fit in. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing later.
And you better do it, because it would be so embarrassing if
I know, day 6 I'm already out.
And we're talking about like so much, and it's like,
Yeah.
All right, well, I think you can do it.
I'm gonna do it.
You are. There you go.
So
that's the attitude to have. Anything else you want to talk about with 75 Hard?
No, I think that's it.
Cool.
You got any questions? You said you were going to ask me a bunch of questions.
I really didn't have that many questions about it. I think that, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's for me. I think really like the 2 workouts a day, just, I don't know. I just think that that's excessive. I like that one can be a walk. Yeah. It's got to be outside, but I think that appeals to my standard way of operating, which is like so extreme.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we'll do this. And not only am I going to do 2 workouts, I'm going to run 5 miles every day as one of the workouts. That's like, that would be something that would be really appealing to me. Mm-hmm. I've really been consciously trying to not do that and just be consistent, because then it's just like highs and lows, and I'm really into something, and then I kind of fall off of it and then go the opposite direction. So I've just been trying to stay consistent.
Yeah, that's great.
Is that okay?
That's great.
Thank you so much.
You're doing a great job,
I
Sean.
do appreciate that so much for your support. It means a lot. It really does. Okay. I guess that's it. We'll probably check back in next week on that. Okay. See how you're making out. Hopefully you're still doing it.
I will be.
That's the attitude.
All right. Should we talk about our studio more a little bit?
Or what?
Studio.
Podcast studio / shop. I mean, let's not just like gloss over the fact that it is going to be like a shop. We're going to be like the podcast studio part is going to be the coolest part of it.
Obviously.
But, so up until now, we've never had a shop space.
No.
It's been like some stuff in my garage at home. Not a lot of stuff at all. Like most stuff just stays in the trailer, it goes job to job, and it's been like a little bit problematic, I guess. Not like problematic, but like at the end of the job, I feel like there's like a lot of things that we're just like, all right, let's just take this to the next job, and then it sits there, and it's like not even something that we're gonna use there.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, we'll just keep it there, and then we'll move it to the next job. And there was starting to be like a lot of things like that. There was just like a little bit too much stuff that isn't like standard stuff in the trailer. It just stays in there. So it was becoming kind of a pain, and we needed just like a spot to put stuff. My house is not the best spot to be keeping stuff. So I decided, you know what? It's time. It's time to get a shop. I put it off for so long, I think, because I love the idea of having low overhead. It's been one of my foundational things that I've kind of built the business around, because less overhead equals more freedom.
Yeah.
I love freedom.
For sure.
What's not to love about freedom, you know?
So sing some sort of free song, but I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Free Bird?
Freedom. That one?
Oh, yeah.
Freedom.
Isn't that in like a commercial for like a razor?
Razor.
Or maybe I'm thinking of the Venus song. Light your fire. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
The Venus?
I got nothing.
The Venus razor. No, what?
I know what the Venus razor is. I don't know what that song is.
It's something Venus. Light My Fire, My Desire. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't. I'm so sorry.
I'll pull it up later. Don't worry about it. What were we talking about? We're talking about freedom. I've kind of built as a foundational part of my business strategy has always been low overhead, make it work. And, you sacrifice some things like, sometimes we're getting rid of a little bit of excess material at the end of a job because we don't really have somewhere to store it. And yeah, you're kind of getting rid of some stuff. Maybe you would have used that on a future project, but you kind of throw some stuff away and you don't have that monthly payment of a shop. So it kind of evens out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was getting to the point where I think we need it. It's going to save so much time being able to podcast, just have everything set up.
Yeah.
Just sit down and
looking
go.
Forward to that, yeah.
Yeah. And we can just like get it set up a little bit nicer. We can put some more time into it because this is your dad's shop.
This is, yeah.
He's very gracious for letting us use it.
Yeah.
For our little passion project podcast here. But it's going to be so nice to have our own space and, also be able to, we got some ideas of stuff that we want to start kind of building in the shop.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah. Should I tell people what it is?
Yeah.
Should I?
I don't know. Do you want to?
I guess so.
Yeah.
We always have so many scraps and everything of decking. Oh, we're going to start building some furniture out of it.
Yeah.
Some like really sick stuff. And I'm excited about it because I'm just looking forward to the challenge of like designing some really cool furniture.
Yeah.
What could be better than furniture?
Yeah.
You could sit on it.
Perfect complement to what we do.
You could put a drink on it.
You can.
You can put food on it.
Yeah, sure can.
You can sit around it and eat food with your friends or family.
Yeah.
Everybody probably knows what furniture is, right?
I think, If they didn't, I think they do now. Because you explained it so well.
I explained it so well, yeah. Okay, perfect. But we've got so many cool ideas of things that we can do and, like folding boards and doing all kinds of cool stuff. So I've got some ideas in my head. I can't wait to, have a spot to go on rain days.
Yeah.
No
more rain days.
No more rain days. So that's going to be fun. We can build furniture on rain days. It's going to be awesome. And just hang out. We'll get to hang out together. It's going to be great. It's going to be really fun.
I have this vision in my brain of us opening the big bay door on a beautiful day and just hanging out.
Yeah.
And working, but
maybe have a couple suds.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be fun.
A couple suds. That would be nice. All right, so yeah, more on that later. You'll see it because we'll be in there.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited. We talked about the design for like the little podcast studio portion of it, and I think it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, I think we came up with some pretty cool ideas.
Kind of on brand for us. Yeah. As always. Okay. Enough about the shop. Oh, let me talk about this book.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I?
I'm monitoring time, and this is a perfect time for you to start talking about that.
Oh, okay. Why? What time are we at?
We're at 23 minutes, but I know we're going to, the main attraction is going to take a while. So
the main attraction is good, so stay tuned because it's coming right up after I talk about this amazing book, Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. It is written by the co-founder of Nike.
Oh, the co-founder.
Co-founder.
He's got a buddy?
He's got a buddy. So it was really interesting because have you ever heard of Nike?
I believe so. Yeah, it sounds familiar.
They got the swoosh.
Just do it.
I don't think that's how it's pronounced, but
I think that's the Shia LaBeouf thing.
Oh yeah, I remember that viral video. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so it was such an interesting story because I feel like Nike is one of obviously the biggest brands in the entire world.
Yeah.
And a lot of other similar brands like Apple and Microsoft and these other like huge brands, Amazon. You kind of like know a little bit more about the founders,
Yeah.
Like just in the zeitgeist.
Right.
It's just out there. You're like, oh yeah, Jeff Bezos, he was a little scrawny, nerdy looking guy, and then he got rich, and now he's like got muscles and hair again, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, we might have to edit that out.
Yeah, we're gonna cancel.
Jeff.
Find us.
We need Jeff on our side. Jeez, we're trying to, do this Audible subscription thing. for the $5 we get or something. No one signed up for it. Sorry, Jeff.
You're tanking her.
You look great now, Jeff. Money has done you well. Oh my God. I would be so handsome if I was insanely rich. Did you know Elon Musk had no hair?
What would you do if you were insanely rich to make you look gorgeous or whatever you just
I don't know. But like they probably have like a person that's like, oh, you need to do this and this. Elon Musk had like no hair. He looked like some weird lab rat. And now he's got full head of hair.
That's not true.
Elon Musk? Oh, you'll look into that.
Okay.
You'll look into that.
I'll give it a Google. But do you know whose mom is? She was like a model. She's beautiful.
No, I didn't know that at all.
Faye Musk.
Oh, okay.
I'll Google Elon, you Google Faye. Okay.
All right. Anyway, back to Phil Knight. So it's about Nike. And obviously, everyone knows Nike. I didn't really know anything about this man. And the book is basically documents his entire journey of starting the business. And then it kind of ends at the point of their IPO.
Okay.
Which was maybe like 1980-ish, 82 maybe. But anyway.
That's where it ends, I feel like.
Yeah, well I feel like.
Is there a sequel?
No.
Oh.
No. But like from then it's just like, and the rest is history, you know what I mean? Like you know the rest of the story, but the beginning, he actually started out, so he was a lifelong runner. He ran at University of Oregon.
Okay.
Track and field, distance runner, all that kind of stuff. And when he graduated college, he also has an MBA and is an accountant, certified, all that kind of stuff. So he was on track to be like a typical, professional, an accountant. He worked for some sort of accountant consulting company and all that kind of stuff. But his passion was shoes. And he started this like kind of side business as a shoe distributor called Blue Ribbon Shoes. And his whole thing was he was distributing these shoes called Tigers. Mm-hmm. And they were a Japanese shoe. And they were very big in track and field and everything. So that was like his plan, was to bring these shoes over and develop the U.S. market for these Tiger shoes for the Onitsuka brand. Mm-hmm. His life is very heavily influenced by Japanese culture and everything. It's very interesting.
Is he Japanese?
No, he's not. He's from Oregon.
Okay.
But anyway, it goes through this whole thing. And there's many years before Nike actually starts, and the whole time you're reading it, you're like, okay, like this is so interesting. Like this, he's bringing over these other brand of shoes, and the whole time at some point Nike starts. You know what I mean? And it's like it's all of this stuff about how he just like doubts himself, and he's like he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's really just trying to like scrape along, and this whole time Nike doesn't even exist yet. Like he's trying to grow this other thing of distributing somebody else's shoe. And the thing that led him to start Nike was this company, Tiger, was being not super reliable with shipments and everything like that. And they wouldn't give him a long-term deal on exclusive distribution. And by this point, they had like a really good distribution network, but the shoes like weren't coming in time. Like they couldn't really build on it. So they were like, you know what? We have all these connections. We have this distribution. Let's start our own shoe line. And his co-founder was Bill Bowerman, who is like a legendary track and field coach at the University of Oregon. He's like a very famous man. Mm-hmm. And through all of this stuff of working with Tiger, they were actually like developing all of these like new techniques and technology around shoes, like around the cushioning and all this kind of stuff. And the Bowerman guy, he was like testing it on his runners. So they were making these crazy advancements in shoes, and they were giving them to Tiger, and Tiger was like making all these like improved shoes, and the shoe changed in like crazy. And then at the end of it, Tiger really screwed up. They didn't believe in Phil. They were messing with him.
But Phil believed in Phil.
Phil believed in Phil. And then he was like, you know what? We're going to start Nike. And he actually hated that name initially. He wanted, the name he wanted was Sixth Dimension.
Oh.
I don't think that would have went as well.
No.
I don't think so at all. But it was just super interesting because...
Where did Nike come from then?
Nike is the goddess of victory.
I know that, but Why did he choose Nike if he didn't like it?
Because by this point, like, he had a lot of people working around him. There was like a core group of people that kind of were hustling this whole thing from the beginning. And when they went to make their own shoes, it was kind of like a group effort of coming up with a name, and they had, hundreds of ideas, and that's what they settled on. But it was just really cool to like listen to a story about a brand like Nike, and you just hear him talk about the journey, and it's not like it just puts it in perspective how human somebody like that is. Like, they don't know what they're doing. There's so much stress. There's so much uncertainty. There's like so many times the business was close to just going out of business. And I think I love stories like that, because as a business owner, it feels like sometimes when you don't know what to do, you don't know what the next move is, you don't know if this is the right thing, you start to doubt yourself. And then you read this book. This guy founded Nike. Yeah. So I thought that was super cool.
Yeah. Sounds like a great book.
Thank you. I mean, I didn't write it. But
so
anyway,
who's the co-founder?
Bill Bowerman.
The Oregon guy.
The track coach, yeah.
Oh.
So
is he like the silent guy?
A little bit. He's passed on.
Oh, okay.
Now, but he was like the one that was really instrumental in coming up with these new advancements in the shoe itself. Mm-hmm. And he was testing them on the runners, and it was also really interesting to like hear how they started getting athletes to wear their stuff. Like, that's obviously like one of the biggest things with Nike is like everyone wears Nikes. And it's weird to even think of a time when like Adidas and Converse were like the huge players in basketball or track and field. It's like, I'd say almost every single NBA team wears Nikes. You don't see anybody wearing Converse.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that long ago.
That's true.
So I loved it. I thought it was an amazing book. It left me feeling all jacked up, ready to run too.
Yeah, it's a good book to run.
So I've been
while you're running.
Yeah, I was listening to it while I was running on the treadmill. So anyway,
all right,
check it out, everybody.
Yeah, if you want a free Audible book, click our link in the description.
Yeah. Is that enough about that book?
I think so.
Okay.
Unless you have anything else you want to add. Sounds very inspirational.
It was super good. Yeah. You jacked up?
I'm jacked up.
All right.
I'm already jacked
up.
Let's
go.
I'm operating on level 75.
Wow, that's so cool. I'm just a regular person that doesn't have the dedication for stuff like that. So you are superior.
Thank you.
In every single way.
Yeah,
to everyone else out there.
I'm glad you're like letting me know that. That's
yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
All right, well, let's talk about our job.
Oh, okay. Main attraction. We're here, finally.
We're at the main attraction now. Yeah, because recently you always have been saying, like, oh, we got to get better at all these things. And I was like, we have gotten better. Look how well this job went. We got better. We did all those things we said we were going to do, and we got better. And it worked.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling? Are you feeling...
I'm jacked up.
You're jacked up about that, too?
I'm jacked up about everything in general.
Yeah.
But also that in particular.
Yeah.
And normally I'm stressed out at the end of jobs.
Yeah.
Not stressed at all.
Nope.
Too blessed to be stressed. So, yeah.
Everything went well. Wrapping up this job, our next job, we got the permit in like a day. That couldn't have gone smoother.
Could not have gone smoother.
So, really, we're firing on all cylinders.
Cylinders. We're firing on all cylinders. Let's break it down. Let's break down all the things that went really well. So this was one of the biggest jobs that we've ever done.
Yes.
I'd say it was probably the most multifaceted.
Yeah, there was a lot that went into it.
There was a lot of features and like little things and this and that. And there was like a zillion kitchen appliances and heaters and speakers and lights and
retractable screens,
fireplace and retractable screens and other stuff.
So much stuff. So, yeah. What's name one thing that was the number one factor of having this one go smooth? having processes in place.
Processes?
Yeah. And, I mean, I don't want to attribute this
Is that
what?
Is that the plural? Processes? Processes? Processes. Processes? Is that how you say it?
Processes. That's how people say it in the corporate world.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like you could say it either way.
Okay. I'm just trying to think if I was in a conversation, how would I say it? I think processes. But I like processes.
To me, I feel like
makes you sound like a robot.
Processes sounds like something that you intentionally set up, and it is we set up and put in place certain
processes.
Protocol that is our process.
Love it.
Those are our processes. But if you're just talking about these are our processes.
It's definitely more fancy.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
Okay, anyway.
Sorry to distract you.
Yeah, that's
it
fine.
just really caught my attention. It was like a shiny object.
Yeah.
That I couldn't ignore. Okay. Back to it.
This job started off with a delayed situation. So
big delayed situation, yeah. But we're not counting that as part of the job. To be clear, that's not part of the job. Oh God, this one didn't go smooth. No, that's not part of it. Once we got there, it went amazingly well.
Yes, and we had everything that we needed to get there, and we would have been just as prepared had we started on the day that we expected to start. We were ready. We had all the things ordered. We had all of our other ducks in a row. We were like totally ready to start that job. The township just wasn't ready for us to start the job.
Yeah, they were just like, they were too excited. They weren't ready for us yet. They were like, we got to get prepared for you guys. We're going to do a ribbon cutting for Premier Outdoor Living. They didn't do that, no.
We did have cops stop by, and they liked it, and the neighbors all like it now. The neighbors are stopping by saying locked in for justice, and people are into it. But anyway, so
remember when that cop stopped and he was like, hey, you're under arrest. And I was like, whoa, what? And he was like, for building something that's so cool. And I was like, that's awesome, dude. Remember that? Yeah, it was pretty sick. That didn't happen.
I didn't remember it, so I didn't know if it did or not, but...
But a cop stopped and was like, hey, I follow you guys on YouTube. Yeah. You guys do awesome work. And we're like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
And every time they drive by, it's like they go real slow. And they're looking at what we're doing.
And we've been parking on a side of the street that like it says no parking this side of the street and there's no other cars around, but like there's like 8 of our vehicles.
It's not even no parking on that side of the street. It's just no parking on this street at all.
Yeah, and we're just like
all over it.
Yeah, we are.
They don't care.
Yeah, they didn't.
But yeah, so our processes.
Sorry, did I distract you again?
A little bit.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Have been really nailed down. We made sure to have all of our materials there. Yes. All of our inspections.
Yep.
None of that held us up. We had that humming.
Yeah.
Everything just went really well.
And if you was there, you're going to attribute it to processes.
I guess so.
Yeah.
What do you contribute it to?
Morning meeting.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because I think that we were really able, like the most important thing to a job going smooth, I think, is being forward thinking. Yeah. Thinking, okay, this is what we're doing now, but more importantly, what do we need to prepare for so that is here and we're ready to do that thing when it comes time to do that. Right. And it seems very easy and straightforward and simple to do that. Like, yeah, what's going to go on next week? But you really have to be focused on that. And I'm not going to lie, that's tough for me.
Yeah.
It's a little tough for me. Yeah,
I've never heard that before.
Sometimes I can get a little scattered. But having that morning meeting, going over not only what we're doing that day, but what we are trying to accomplish so that we can be ready for X task, it keeps everybody on the same page as to like what needs to be here. And we can just have those conversations out loud. Like Ant can be like, okay, so, where are we at with the UFP Edge? Is that in process? Is it in transit? When are we getting that? Do you have the order for the PVC trim yet? Let's get that ordered so that, we can just run with it next week. And like just continually having those conversations, I think has been a game changer and really just helping me stay focused on like not getting too tied up in what we're doing right now, but staying on top of the things that are coming up next, which is probably always the bottleneck.
What?
Like finishing one thing and then being like, okay, now we're ready to do this thing. Like, oh, we forgot to order it.
Oh, yeah.
Now we need it.
Right.
Now we have nothing to do because it's not here. And that's, I mean, that's a little dramatic, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely fell into that trap a couple times, and I think that we fixed it. We're good now.
That's it. Yeah. We just fixed it and we're good now.
That's it.
So,
I think we got it. I think we got it. We nailed
off.
It down, and we figured it all out, and we're good now.
I guess we won?
I think so. I think we did, yeah.
Yay.
I think we won. Congratulations.
The final boss was myself the whole time. I just had to beat myself. Wow.
No, but I think, even with this job that went super smoothly, I think we learned some things, and then we'll go to our next job, and our next job is not quite as big as this one. Not nearly as big. And I think this one we're just really going to knock out of the park.
I agree.
And quickly.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And the nice thing, with everything going so smoothly on this current job that we just finished today, not only did we stay on top of that, we stayed on top of getting ready for the next job.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh, we're done. All right, well, what's next? We already have the footings installed for the next job. Yep. We have the lumber there. We have the decking there. Yep. We have the railing. We have the stone ordered.
We do, yeah.
Like we are just humming on all cylinders.
Oh, gosh, great job, Sean. Great job,
Catherine. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
It was I don't want to, I'm just going to, it was all because of me. Yes. Yeah. I did an amazing job. No, I'm just kidding, obviously. We all did a great job. And you did too, Catherine. You did such a good job.
Thank you so much.
Really just, I think that we have created a web of accountability.
Yes.
Everyone's on top of each other.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like a web of accountability.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah. And I'm just like the fly that gets stuck in the web. And ants coming over to eat me. Oh, no. Watch out there, Sean.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I like that. I like that analogy.
It was a good one. I feel
like Tom and I are the web. You are the fly, and then Ant is the spider. And Jose... I guess Jose's another web.
He's the rain. Rain washed the spider down. Sun comes out and he climbs up the spout again. I don't know, maybe. Anyway. That's great. That's great. That's so great. Great to...
It is nice to have a win, though, and not come on here and be like, these are all the things we did wrong.
These are all the things we suck at. We're idiots.
We had a win. Yay.
Yeah.
We did a great job.
We business people, very good at life and business work. Craftsmen people.
Yeah. All right. You want to do secret questions?
Secret question.
We've had so much time to think of a secret question. I expect you have a phenomenal one for me. Let's hear it, Sean. Go.
Of course I do. It's been... just like I've been wanting to ask it for like 3 weeks, so it's just been stewed up inside of me. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. What is something that was on your bucket list and you checked off? And what's something that's still on there yet to be done? What do you think of that one?
That's a great one.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It was a good one.
Something that was on my bucket list. And
was it to work for Premier Outdoor Living?
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Makes sense. It's on a lot of people's bucket list, I bet. Was it to be a guest on this podcast?
No, I haven't been a guest on this podcast yet. Because I'm a co-host.
Trick question. Good job.
I feel like when I was a kid, I really, really wanted to move to Los Angeles. For some reason, I thought that was like really cool.
Yeah.
I did that.
That's awesome.
Wasn't as cool as I thought it was, but glad that I experienced it to know my fully formed opinion on it now.
It's awesome.
But I really thought that was like the coolest place on earth, and that's why I needed to go
there.
there.
And it's
not? It's pretty cool.
Yeah? What's the coolest part about it? I've never been there.
To Los Angeles? I think I had been there.
No?
Oh. It's so cool that like the weather's perfect all the time.
Oh, really?
You just walk down the street and you see like celebrities all the time.
What, like me?
I mean, I see a celebrity every day at work. Just kidding.
Hilarious.
No, but seriously, you walk down the street and you see celebrities like all the time in Los Angeles.
Really?
Yeah.
You did? Mm-hmm. Really?
Like all the time, yeah.
Like who?
Like one time...
Who's the most famous person? Like who's the coolest person that you saw?
Jared Leto. Because he's handsome, and I liked him when I was younger. He's the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah.
And he was in like Requiem for a Dream.
Right. That's yeah. Okay.
Actor. He's a multifaceted man.
Yeah, triple threat.
That was pretty cool. But yeah, you just see it people all the time. Or like, I remember one time I took my dog to the dog park, and Miranda Cosgrove was there. Do you know her? She's like a Disney star.
Yeah.
But she's one of those people that she was like younger than me, so I didn't watch her growing up or anything, but I like vaguely knew who she was.
Yeah.
And they were just kind of like, oh, hey. Cool. Hey, what's up?
Did you talk to her?
I said hello, but not like, I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I kind of know who you are. I just was.
You were on the Disney Channel.
I just said hello and then kept walking.
You're probably well on your way to some sort of public breakdown. Anyway, that's, sometimes that happens to child stars.
Yeah.
Sad thing about it.
Not, I would think.
Yeah.
Or actually, one time I...
Macaulay Culkin.
No, I didn't see him in person. This is a celebrity not everyone will know, but I fostered a kitten, and then I was trying to get it adopted, and the person... I was talking to this lady, and she's like, yeah, cool, I want the cat. She came to my house to come pick up the cat, and it was the lady who was in Little House on the Prairie. Do you remember that show?
No.
It's a very, very old show, and I didn't really know who
that
she was.
That doesn't sound like a famous person.
I mean, it's very famous. That was a very famous show back in the day. We're just not...
Oh, but she went to your house?
Yeah, she came to my house.
Oh.
But it was funny. I was like talking to her, and I had no idea who she was. And then I forget how it came about, that because I'd never seen that show. It was like a very old show, but then it was like she's a very well-known lady.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So stuff like that happened, which was cool.
Awesome.
But it just wasn't for me. Anyway.
Yeah.
Something that's still on my bucket list. Oh my gosh, there's so many things on my bucket list.
So many things? All right, give me two then.
I definitely want to go to like some sort of like safari to see elephants in their natural habitat.
Okay.
That is like very high on my bucket list.
That'd be cool. So you could go hunt them?
Absolutely not. No, I just want to look at them from far away and just see their beauty admire their beauty from a distance. But I love elephants. They're my favorite animal. And
really?
Yeah. And I went to a rescue place in Tennessee to go see them, and it was just so magical to be like that close to some sort of creature.
Was it the Tiger King place?
It wasn't.
Oh, no.
This was in Hohenwald, Tennessee.
Huh.
It's called the Elephant Sanctuary. And it was amazing, and I would love to see them in their natural habitat. So I don't know.
That sounds really cool.
I don't have like a place in mind that I want to go specifically, like not to like somewhere in Africa. I don't know which country yet, but I would like to pick somewhere and plan that trip at some point in life.
Sounds very cool. Yeah. I like that. You know what's adorable?
What?
Baby elephants.
Tell me about it.
Really adorable, yeah.
And they're like the smartest creatures of all time. They're so insanely smart.
Really?
Really smart. And super family oriented. They stay together in the little packs. It's insane.
That's adorable.
Amazing.
Wow.
So yeah, that
sounds great.
Definitely bucket list material. What about you?
You weren't going to do a second one? Because you said you had so many. Don't you want to do like a sailing thing?
I'm going to sail across an ocean.
Ocean?
Another thing that I haven't specifically picked an ocean yet, but I will sail across an ocean. Like from here to Europe or from California to Hawaii or something.
That's not across an ocean. That's just like part of the ocean. It's only halfway.
All right, I'll go to Japan.
Okay, that's really far, I think. I would do the here to
Europe.
Here to Europe.
I think I would like to sail from here to Portugal. That seems like where.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, I think that's where I'd want to end up.
That's a nice trip.
Yeah.
Sounds horrible. I would never want to do that.
Why?
I don't know. You're on a tiny little boat in the big ocean.
You're on a tiny little rock right now in a big world.
You mean
you're like an ant in this world, no matter where you are.
Oh God, that's true. That's so true. Oh my God. All right. Cool. Sign me up. I'm there. All right. My bucket list things. Go on a plane. Check that off.
Yeah. You've done that several times.
Many times now, but I hadn't gone on a plane until I was probably like 22 or 23.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's kind of poor growing up, so no planes.
Okay.
Planes were not part of the equation. It was my dad's work van. Just clear it out.
Yeah,
throw the couch in the back, and that's what we did for vacation. Me and my two brothers, my mom and dad, in the work van with.
Did you like camp out of the van, or that was just strictly for?
That was just for travel. Yeah, just a couch in the back of the van. Things were different back then, I guess, in the 90s.
Can you imagine doing that now?
No,
like strapping a couch in the back and then being like, Max.
It's not strapped. It's just sitting in there. Like it's just there.
Even worse, putting that in there and then just being like, Max.
Yeah, I was like,
roll around the back of the van.
I was definitely going on these trips when I was like 4 or 5. It was crazy. Very irresponsible.
Cool. I bet it felt fun though.
No, because it was just fighting instantly. It was just like we'd get like an hour away and it would be like, I'll turn this car around. I swear, my two brothers are fighting each other and I'm just like there because I'm younger than them and like just caught in the crossfire. It was horrible. It was really not great. So
that sounds terrible. All right, well,
that's why I guess I really wanted to go on a plane. So check that off. Now I'm on planes all the time.
Yeah.
And you know what's amazing?
What?
Anytime Max sees a plane, he points to it and he says, "Dad, Dad."
Aww.
Yeah, it's really adorable.
That is pretty cute.
So yeah, now I'm just like a seasoned traveler.
Yeah, now you're just a plane guy.
Something still on my bucket list. Huh. Hadn't thought of that. You got anything for me? Something I should put on there? No, you know what? Actually, something that has been on my bucket list, run a marathon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're not even going to just run a marathon. You're going to run an ultra one later this year, so you can check that off. I could just run like a really slow 8-hour long, like 10 miles. TBD on that. So yeah,
I guess I'll be happy if I surpass marathon distance. So we'll see.
Yeah, that'd be incredible.
I'll have to put more things on my bucket list because 2 of the top things will be off the list possibly this year. So something to think about.
Definitely something to think about. All right, my question.
Oh, yeah, that was only just my... Okay, we still have a whole other question. All right, let's go.
Would you rather no one show up to your wedding or no one show up to your funeral?
Funeral.
Because you'll be dead and it won't matter either way.
Yeah. I don't care. Something about funerals and being buried like really weirds me out.
You don't have to be buried.
Well, you can be cremated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like either of those things?
I don't like that. No, I just want to be like put on the ground. Like I know that's like kind of frowned upon.
You just die and they're like, all right, just
stay there. We'll put him to rest right here. We'll leave him right next to this rock.
What's that? Yeah, what's that golf term?
Play it where it lies.
Yeah, just leave it where it lies.
Just leave him where he dies. Yeah, I don't know. Something about obviously getting like thrown into an oven and incinerated into ash is kind of weirds me out. And then also like decomposing inside of a casket. Mm-hmm. Like you are in this like beautiful decorative piece of like death furniture and you are just like decomposing inside of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it like prevents you from going back into the earth until the coffin itself dissolves.
Yeah.
But they're built pretty damn sturdy.
Yeah.
So I'd say
there's no like bugs or anything helping you along because it's like
they probably get in there somehow.
I mean, eventually, probably, yeah.
Don't like maggots just like kind of spontaneously arrive?
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know, but something about that weirds me out. Like I want to, I don't know, become part of the earth.
Yeah. Okay.
But not incinerated. I just want to like slowly decompose, not super far underground, so that someone can find my skeleton in the not too distant future.
Oh, that adds a fun element to it.
Yeah,
someone digs you up and they're like, man, did he get murdered or did he die of natural causes? And then they have to figure it out.
Right. Part of me forgot how we started talking about this. What was the original question? Oh, yeah. So, would you rather have no one go to your wedding or your funeral? But then again, I think, I I mean, it's sad either way.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to really answer it. Like, I think that if nobody comes to your funeral, it means that you were just like a crappy person.
Yeah.
Or maybe you were just like a private hermit.
Or that.
So if I decide to be some sort of recluse and I die and no one comes to the funeral, I won't be upset.
Yeah.
But if I died like tomorrow
that might be
and
kind
nobody
of fun
came,
to just be like an eccentric recluse.
Yeah, I think, well,
not so bad.
Yeah. I would lose my mind very, very quickly.
Yeah, probably.
All right, what about you?
Well, I had almost no one at my wedding, so
how was that?
I kind of feel like I checked that box off. I mean, it wasn't great, but yeah, we eloped, so no one was there.
Yeah. Well, in this scenario, it's more like you invite people and they don't show up.
Yeah.
I hope when I send out invites to my funeral, people show up.
I hope no one comes to my funeral because I just outlive all my loved ones and then I'm just the last one to go. But I guess that would be a sad way to live if you're just like everybody else is dead and you're just still hanging out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess funeral. I'll be dead. Who cares? I'm
going to outlive everybody. Everyone's going to die. I'm going to just be here.
Everyone is going to die.
Yeah, with that attitude. I'm going to live forever as a computer.
Ooh, AI.
AI.
Were you the one that told me the other day that like
the singularity is coming?
What's that?
It's where we human consciousness becomes like downloadable onto some sort of internet.
Oh yeah, and we're like 40 years away from that or something.
Like 2045. That's when people predict it's going to happen. Ray Kurzweil.
Who's that?
He's like a leading like futurist guy, and you hear the stuff he says, and you're like,
he's a futurist. That sounds like the most Fugazi title. I'm going to say I'm a futurist, and then I'll be dead by the time anything that I said is going to come true.
Yeah, read the stuff that he says about the future and like what's going to happen. You're like, this person is insane. And then look at all of the stuff that he's like invented and like predicted. He was like the head of engineering at Google. He like...
What did he predict?
Like all kinds of stuff with technology. And he like invented so much technology. It's crazy. Like, you look into him and you're like, oh my God, this guy might be right.
Okay.
It's pretty freaky. I read a book by him. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Sounds a little scary.
It is a little freaky.
I think I'll just live in my bubble over here, just keeping my brain in my head.
Okay. To each their own.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think, did we get all the squirrely energy out?
I think so. I think that was
we're at 57 minutes.
Yeah, I think we made up for all the
2.5 minutes.
I ain't got anything else to say.
I'm just really excited about this new podcast studio.
I haven't stopped talking about it.
I know. I don't want to go to our next job. I just want to, it's like a cool, fun little project. You know what I mean? To build out the studio.
I know. I'm very
excited.
much looking forward to it.
I might go there right after this. I got the key.
Yeah.
So
I need a key.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I hope I get granted the permission one day.
All right, I guess we can just end it a little bit early. Do you want to ramble on about anything else for a couple minutes?
I do not at all.
Okay. Well, with no more further ado, I bid you goodbye. All right, well, whatever. I'm starting to lose it. See you next week, everybody. Till next time, this has been the Hardworking Happy Hour.
See you next week.